I was saying, you definitely want to buy the first company
Yes,
veterans.
I thought so. I was just. Oh shit! No, don't reinforce. Actually, maybe do reinforce. Well, we'll get there in a second. Commander. I was just.
I'd buy the Honor Guard first.
Yeah. Well, I've got that, and I've still got another 200, so I can maybe reinforce this a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think anyone can actually attack you from there, but it's worth reinforcing everything.
I think the Tau technically can. You can sneak through that little hole.
Okay, then definitely reinforce them.
Reinforce. Well, I can only really afford an extra servitor.
Oh no, you can afford like, a squad of Marines.
Yep, that's far better than a servitor. You're quite right. So now I believe we end turn and nonsense happens.
Yes, we do. We'll see what happens. Now the AI takes its turn.
Oh yep.
Oh, the Tau used their spaceport to attack the Eldar, and they won! Oh, okay, that's a bit of a thorn in our side, because we
Yeah, that gets rid of the plan we had.
Oh, and the Imperial Guard won against Chaos. The AI is being both effective and aggressive.
Cool. Do we want to attack where the Tau commander is?
No.
It's only strength 1, but it has
only
got
strength 1, but
it has got.
It's only got his honor guard though. He's only got one
Captain
unit in his honor
Oreska
guard.
or whatever he's called.
So that is Case, Commander Case.
Oh yeah, Oreska is the one in Soulstorm because I played that a lot more.
I reckon we might want to press our advantage here. I think
against the Tau.
Against the Tau, because if I remember the Eldar Stronghold mission, the Eldar use like kind of cat's paws, as the game will later tell us. So like if you attack the Eldar, they are using Orks and Chaos Marines to kind of protect themselves. So we'll get to discuss some other factions if we make it to their stronghold.
Cool, right. Then I guess, well, let's see what the game says about this. Single base, basic infantry, but it has got your man there, so...
I think we attack the Tau. It's another faction we can discuss as we close in.
I do love the complete lack of loading time this now basically has on a modern SSD. I remember these loading times taking ages when this game was new. That it'd be like a minute or two to load a mission.
As I'm kind of flipping through, Doctor, I'll see if I can find a good quote from my cool Space Marines codex that I've got in front of me. Oh, it's a big map.
It is. I'm trying to work out where they're likely to actually attack from.
Oh, so they attack, there's like a passageway which leads down towards the plateau, and like they have to work their way up the plateau towards you.
Oh shit, what are you doing? Cool. So I'm guessing...
That first company veteran can capture things?
Yeah.
Oh, he comes with a heavy bolter right off the bat!
No, I put a heavy bolter on him.
oh, okay.
That would be absurd. I'll get Scout Marines first stage, why not?
So, Scout Marines are, in fact, basically Marines in training, so they're Space Marines who haven't
I was going to say, I was curious as to whether they were actually, like, Astartes.
They're not fully fledged Astartes yet, so Astartes is another word for Space Marines viewership.
See, yeah, the reason I use that, so the book I just finished reading entirely calls them Astartes, and quite frankly I prefer that because the name Space Marines sounds dumb as fuck.
Yeah, Space Marines very seldom call themselves Space Marines, because it sounds, as you just said, dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
Usually they'll call themselves Astartes.
Then Astartes sounds even more like Spartans.
It does. So like lots of 40k, they use kind of like pig Latin to name things. But Scout Marines are basically Marines in training, so they're humans who have been selected to join the Space Marine chapter, and they've been augmented a little bit, but they're not all the way there yet.
Yeah, I mean you can see because they're like...
if you look at this, they're like
size of him, yeah.
So like canonically, Space Marines in power armor are like 9 feet tall. Yeah. It's crazy. So like I like that they got the scale right though. So like those kind of piddly recruits, the Scout Marines, are like nowhere near as big or tough as Commander Davian Thule or Captain Davian Thule.
But that's because they're essentially not much more than, you know, just normal blokes.
Yeah. I'd push up to the next command point.
Yeah, probably a good move with this lot. Yeah, because this is all
your Force Commander is pretty awesome.
And this is a fairly like yeah, I was just trying to work out like the actual like shape of the map really, and like this is all basically just a narrow kind of Thermopylae.
Yeah, plan. I actually quite like this map. It's quite big though, so it might take us some time to work out where the enemy is.
That's fine.
We got plenty of 40k to talk about.
Oh yeah.
So our enemies in this map viewership are the Tau Empire. So where the Eldar were space elves, the Tau Empire are effectively space communists.
Yeah. And generic Asian.
Yeah,
like, concepts. Yeah, with the 4 casts of like the 4 elements and stuff. It's all very
Yeah, they have a caste-based society. Each caste represents one of the elements, and effectively their method of waging war is to use mech suits, giant mech suits.
Yeah, right. Correct me if I'm wrong, but do they not look like weird, like cow-like creatures underneath there?
I think they're technically like kind of fish people. I think they have
I knew something weird,
sort of gills that they breathe air. I actually liked her. One of the various 40k factions that I have models for, I've got about 100 fire warriors somewhere and a bunch of battle suits.
It's the single most complex Warhammer build I've ever done and painted was a Hammerhead gunship.
The Hammerhead gunship is like a really cool tank.
Yeah, so we did a really cool color scheme on it where it was basically black, and then we did like the outlines in like neon color. Basically, we were going for like a Tron kind of look.
Oh, that's cool.
And it turned out really good, actually.
We should play, but we can actually get together in person again, Doctor. We should play some 40k now that we've done this.
I'd be curious to see what it's actually like to play it. Yeah, I assume it's there's a lot of dice. It's that kind of game.
It's very fun to roll a lot of dice, though. So I think depending which builds I go for 40k, like if I play my Space Wolves, I can roll anything up to like 80 dice in a single turn, like for one attack. It's so much fun to roll 80 dice.
This is clearly why. So like because I've only ever really played D&D. I basically have one, sometimes two copies of each die, because realistically it's not that common that you have to roll more than that.
Yeah, and speaking of Dungeons and Dragons, if you haven't already, viewership, if you're enjoying this 40k content and you like tabletop games and you've got an interest in that kind of thing, go and check out the infamous gentleman play D&D on this very channel. We're very pleased with it. It's awesome.
What a professional.
You'll love it.
Yes.
I'm basically the channel's unofficial marketing executive.
It's pretty. I mean, it's all but official at this point, I think, quite frankly.
It makes me feel so filthy, so unbelievably filthy. I still haven't seen a single infamous gentleman dollar.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
Marine squad deployed.
Oh, you got a squad of Marines now.
I do. Let's bring them up a little bit. There's been a notable lack of
In the name of the Emperor.
xenos scum so far.
There's nothing to purge yet.
Yeah.
So the Tau, much like Marines, are kind of gun-line army, so they rely heavily on overwhelming firepower to win the day.
See, that's the concern. I'm worried that we're suddenly going to hit an army of like 20 fire warriors just kind of standing there.
They'll be a bit more robust than your Marines, but like once you get into close combat, or like I think the Marines are more durable. They'll just have more firepower than you will.
Yeah.
Canonically, so Tau, like, they live kind of short, fast lives. The idea is like they're incredibly bright and innovative as a species, but like they're physically frail. They never
so
live
they're basically
much.
what they call from Mass Effect, Morden's lots.
Solarians, yeah.
Fast-talking
not dissimilar from
techno
Solarians.
boys that don't live very long, yeah.
Exactly, but they are the kind of rising force in the galaxy, so they're a very young race. Within the space of like a millennia, they've mastered like space-capable technology, they have like energy weapons, all sorts of stuff that humanity never had at the equivalent period of its development.
Yeah.
And rightly so, the Imperium of Mankind is justifiably afraid of this new force in the galaxy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, mankind's had various waves, hasn't it, of like forgetting shit and then learning it again, basically, of like Dark Ages and stuff.
Exactly.
So they captured a critical location, which means they can't be far because there's only 3 of them, and they're all yes. Speaking of which,
I think that they have a
don't worry,
stealth
I've got a skull probe on the way
look at that.
I played Tau quite a lot on this. I know they have the fucking cloaky boys.
Get your commander stuck in there.
My commander is stuck in there.
If you bring Heavy Bolter Man
He's on his way.
Can we zoom in on Davian just cutting them to shreds?
Cutting
please?
some Kroots to
Look
shreds.
at him go! So these aliens you can see Davian Thule cutting to bits with his newly acquired power sword viewership. These are not Tau, these are in fact Kroots. So they're kind of like a mercenary species that the Tau have absorbed.
So is the main species of the Tau actually called like Tau?
Yes, they're named after
that's
their
not
home
the
world.
collective.
No, the Tau Empire encompasses a bunch of species, one of which is the Kroots, so the kind of like spiny-headed, little dinosaur-y type aliens that you can see in front of you. Those are the Kroots.
It's fucking taking a long time to kill. Jesus Christ! Sent him to the moon though. That was deeply satisfying.
It is good to see when like your force commander actually connects and gets in
Yeah,
there.
he knocks him flying. Yeah.
You may want to fall back towards your turret, just so you've got that extra fire support.
Yeah, true.
Because they can outrange you, so they'll have to get towards you to get back into range.
Yeah.
Oh, I think their commander is there.
Oh yeah, there he is. Shasokai.
Shazokai.
Right, time for some
No.
single combat. Well, not yet. Come on, pull back.
No, but he's going to be a coward, as all aliens are. I'd maybe get another squad of Marines brewing, because like, it looks like they have a numerical advantage at this stage.
I agree. Well, we've got an armory now as well, so...
So, fun little bit of continuity. Shazo Case, the Tau commander in this game, I thought that he was the same protagonist from an earlier Dawn of War game, or an earlier Warhammer game called Warhammer Fire Warrior, an FPS game from like the early noughties. Oh, they're cutting your squad of Marines to bits. That's not great.
They are. Have you mentioned it?
I'd maybe pull back with those Marines.
Well, this will be a heavy bolter soon, so that should help somewhat. Oh, special bloke. Oh, I have lost special bloke.
Yeah, I think the Fire Warriors cut them to bits. We might need to build up more space Marines before we...
Fucking crew are just regenerating so fast. They're regenerating faster than Thule can cut them apart. He's not looking particularly great.
The crew are like a powerful melee unit, to be fair, or a decent melee unit, but don't worry.
Right, now at least I'm safe behind this heavy bolter turret for now.
They can't do much against that,
that's what I'm thinking.
So build up your other squad of Marines, get them to the front line, or maybe get your server over there and build a heavy bolter turret.
Yeah, this seems to be this is it identified itself as the primary choke point, so that's...
I get it. Same principles before. Once you've got like a decent fire base set up.
Praise the Emperor.
The voice acting in these games is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
We'll get a Dreadnought on the go.
I get a Hellfire one, because I've faced a lot of massed infantry so far. Oh, I think I lost the Servitor. Oh, no, I didn't lose the Servitor. That was a lie.
They're trying to blow up the turret, though.
Yeah. But like, I am building it faster than they're destroying it. It's just the commander that's doing it annoyingly, but... Can I target this specifically on the commander? Yes, I can.
You can.
Let's do that.
So he's a bit of a glass cannon there, Commander. He deals a lot of damage, but he shouldn't be up to much either in close combat or if you can get some decent guns into him. I
also need to get some fucking power. My power is not looking great at the moment.
Build some bionics as well if you
I think I have got
there we go. They've been stupid enough to advance close enough to you to get in range of all the heavy bolters.
Let's do that, and actually if you could heal that would be great. It took a lot of damage being built, so...
I think they might blow up, but that's not the end of the world. I wouldn't send Thule charging in because he's liable to
die.
I've tried.
Thule did that to himself. Thule of a took.
You have done that yourself.
Very good.
He's just so eager to smite the foes of the Imperium. Here we go.
Right.
Your Hairfall Dreadnought should be pretty good against everything. So it's got like a bunch of weapons. It's got like a missile launcher. It's got an assault cannon. It's got all sorts of things. Get the bionics.
I've got bionics.
We
definitely got bionics. Let's get.
Oh, hang on. I think.
What? You think what?
Oh no, you're good.
You thought Thule died.
Oh
Jesus Christ! They're everywhere.
That's all right.
I definitely need. I'm still low on power. Not low, but lower. Sort of relative.
Lower than we were in the previous game. We haven't seen it. I don't know if we will see in this mission because the tech level for our opponents might not be high enough. I wouldn't let them get too far though. I mean, they're on the yellow stance, which means that they will continue to pursue even when you don't want them to.
Yeah, I need to remember to turn everyone off that.
Oh, here comes some more Crute, but you've got enough heavy bolters now that they should just...
No, we've broken them at least, which is something.
Well, welcome to Bolter Town. Population, you.
Population, Crute.
Actually, describe this is some deep cuts nerd shit coming up, but like
I
can actually explain how the bolter weapon works. So the bolter isn't actually like a machine gun. A bolter is like a handheld bazooka. It fires something called mass reactive rounds, which is like a tiny bazooka shell that is designed to penetrate like maybe 6 inches into whatever its target is and then detonate.
Yeah.
And a bolter like sprays like 30 of these out like every minute. It's ridiculous, the rate of fire.
Yeah.
The holy bolter, the primary weapon of like the Emperor of Mankind's armies, including the Space Marines. There we go. It's nice to see that we're playing God of War in the same way that I would always play a Doctor, and that
cautiously.
I just build like a gun line and then wait until my gun line is better than their gun line.
And then just slowly push forward. Yeah. Now they're putting up a better fight than the Eldar did so far.
I think people say, I did some research about this game, and in PvP, I think Eldar were the hotness, but I always found them to be difficult to control.
Yeah.
If you go to your armory, I think we can upgrade our Marines' damage output with the target optics.
Yeah. Yes, we can.
That's what we want. I mean, they're doing pretty well.
I always enjoyed, with Marines, I always enjoyed not Marines, with Eldar, whenever I played them, I just played like a real jab and basically just, teleport around like an asshole, warp in on them, like move buildings around, because you can apparently do that with Web Bay Gates. It was a lot of fun. But Ooh, they've got a fucking sky ray.
Oh, I love the sky ray. Like I've always wanted one, like an actual, model of the sky ray. But it's pretty effective against vehicles. So you might want to get your Hellfire Dreadnought to blow up before it blows him up.
I don't think that's going to happen.
It's doubtful.
We should have. Oh no, we have not got another Dreadnought ready. That's a shame.
In my experience, the close combat Dreadnoughts are better because they can kind of wade in and disrupt massed infantry, whereas your Hellfire can't really do that.
Yeah.
Take me into battle.
Well, we'll wait back here a little bit. There's no rush. Let's give these guys a head bloke. A brother sergeant.
A brother sergeant. I love Space Marine sergeants. So, like, in the tabletop version of 40k, you can give them all manner of like exotic war gear, and depending on what war gear you give them, they're better at doing certain things.
Oh, that's a hell of a range.
Yeah, Tau have a crazy range, much as they do in the tabletop game.
Obnoxious, but they're real squishy.
They're very squishy. That's their whole thing, like glass cannons, but with very powerful ranged weapons.
Well, we got should have another Dreadnought coming in now. Oh, good, glass cannons. Now we're talking. Let's bring some more of these.
I like that, like this video game that kind of captures the feel of the faction. So, like the Tau ought to be more technologically advanced than the Imperium, like a faction which, as we've discussed in the previous video, deliberately doesn't innovate and doesn't develop new technology.
Yeah, it's a really interesting take on that. That like actually. To say how much I've been low level giving Warhammer shit for, borrowing from other stuff, one of the things I quite like is the idea of like a kind of advanced but also incredibly like stagnant human empire that it essentially hasn't really done anything in 10,000 years.
It would be very, very easy for like a science fiction setting, as they so often do, to like lionize mankind. Like mankind is like the force for good in the galaxy. Mankind is, definitely the good guys. Like the Imperium is terrible. Like it's an awful place to live.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
If you attach the servitors to the Marines, it increases the range of their weapons, which will help you outrange some of these Tau.
Oh, get the fuck out of there! Come on, skull dude, come faster.
Have we got like the thing that lets us build librarians?
No.
Because they can detect.
Yeah. The skull probe will work.
There we go.
Right, let's get the servitor from here out to there to do some repairs, and let's build another servitor. We've got the Fortress Monastery now, which is great. So let's get ourselves some predators.
Predator tank here.
Bring this in. I still can't get over the thing because it's so accurate. The thing of the whole Horus heresy is essentially just the plot of professional wrestling. And it's like a thinly veiled excuse for a load of really buff dudes with weird gimmicks to like fight each other in grudge matches forever. Oh, they've got a broadside. Oh no,
they've got a broadside battle suit.
Let's kill that.
When we spoke about the giant mech suits that the Tau Empire uses earlier on, guys, like this is it. This is a broadside battle suit, and it's awesome. It's a giant mech suit with cannons on its shoulders.
Let's get some sweet flying shots of that.
Oh, that looks really, really cool.
There he goes.
But look at that, our Dreadnought, because he embodies the will of the God Emperor. He smashes the shit out of him.
Fleeing cowards. Ooh, that laser blast was fun though. Oh, I lost one of my heavy bolters.
All aliens are cowards in the face of the Emperor's armies, Doctor.
Right. How are those predators coming along? Well, that's a predator.
From a slightly more, I think you want a few more Marines, and you have a lot of requisition.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got actually a decent amount of cap on that. So let's get some Marines. And let's get that Marine cap up a little bit as well.
Command me.
So you mentioned like something called the Horus Heresy earlier, Doctor. Is it time to get into that, or should we save that for like a later video?
Yeah, I mean, it seems very complicated. I didn't think it was going to be quite as many books as it is to explain the fall of...
Yeah.
But the thing, I've read the first book, and at the moment, Horus seems like a pretty stand-up dude. Like, I'm pretty sure as War Master, the Imperium is safe in his hands, but I suspect that's not how it's going to play out.
I think they've killed your servo squad.
I'm on it, don't worry. I need to build... What's it? Where's... I'm out of servitors now. There we go. Sacred artifact. There we go. Let's bring these dudes up as well.
You can also build an orbital drop thing.
Oh, a deep strikey thing.
Yeah. Anyway, to backtrack slightly to the Horus Heresy viewership, this is like some deep cuts 40k lore that you're getting here. So if you're not down for this, sorry.
You're watching the wrong series.
you're watching the wrong video. We came to talk 40k.
Yep, that's fair.
So 10,000 years before
I've lost a strategic point to an enemy.
Oh, that one over there. They've obviously snuck up on us.
God.
Another broadside. Oh, there's a regular battle suit.
Not a broadside.
Zoom in on this guy.
Alright, too late.
Oh, there we go. Oh, he was. Oh, sorry.
He was already dead by that
too
point, yeah.
He died too quickly.
I'm okay with that. Right, we've now nearly got las cannons on the Predator. Yep, there we go. Let's get all that shit and get another Predator out and rolling, I think. Oh, vehicle limit reached. Let's do something about that as well. Let's make ourselves another. Where is my chapel barracks? Let's get some more Marines out.
You can't go wrong with more Marines. You might want to recapture that strategic point.
Yes.
Yes, my lord.
And you've got a Predator who's up in the face of the enemy who's
cloaked. Yeah.
taking a bit of a pounding.
I did.
Honest, I would attach some of your servo skulls.
Dude, he's not moving, man. What the fuck is this?
Oh, I think they might have like an EMP attack.
Bullshit.
It's cool that the AI is like even for 2005 when this game came out. It's sophisticated enough to use special abilities. Like
I don't know whether that's necessarily true. I have got a mod on which makes some fixes to the AI, and apparently stops them from making stupid decisions. It was kind of like a bug fix thing, where it basically this whole patch tries to not actually make any like changes. So, what the fuck is this? Oh, get away!
Whoa! They've got like some kind of orbital strike. I didn't even know they could do that.
Ethereal. That's what they've got. And they can do that. Oh no! Right, let's get this other Predator out there. Jesus, we're having a rough one here.
We were told that the enemy force would consist of basic infantry. This is decidedly not basic infantry.
No, they've got a fucking ethereal. That's not on. Right.
Yeah, so the ethereal cast are, for our viewership's benefit, it's like a cast of Tau society, so the Tau Empire being our opponents in this battle, who are kind of like a mysterious kind of cast of monks and politicians who lead the Tau race. And it's never really implied whether they're kind of like low-key psychic.
Yeah, that's how I always
exceptional
heard that they are essentially kind of possibly low-key mind-controlling some of the Tau.
Or that the Tau may just be such a totalitarian state that like they're obeyed unquestioningly.
Yeah. Right, let's get some librarians in. I think that'll be real useful to have. And I think I need to...
And more
Marines.
I think more Marines.
Yeah.
You can never go wrong with more Space Marines. Even just the process of training and like, you know, equipping and augmenting a Space Marine takes decades. And I shudder to think how many centuries of warfare are being wasted due to our poor generalship. You've got a servo skull who can reveal those dudes.
I'm going to attach this to those Marines. There we go. And we have now got a librarian inbound as well, which should hopefully deal with some of that nonsense.
Space wizards.
Let's get all that nonsense. And
if there's one thing the infamous gentlemen love, it's definitely space wizards.
Yeah, that's fair actually. Yeah.
We haven't even got around to discussing, because we were about to discuss it and then like they counterattacked, but the Horus Heresy. So this is an event in 40k kind of lore where 10,000 years before the 41st millennium, in the 31st millennium, the Emperor of Mankind was on the verge of conquering the galaxy with his 20 clone sons, who are the Primarchs, the progenitors of the Space Marine legions. So the Space Marines are all kind of inherited from a specific Primarch, one of 20. And each Primarch was kind of a great warlord, an almost demigod-like figure, and they were all sons of the Emperor of Mankind. And his greatest son, Horus, who was like his right-hand man, his war master, betrays the rest of the Primarchs and tries to take over the Imperium.
Well, arguably he doesn't betray the rest of the Primarchs. He starts with...
Well, exactly. Well, so exactly half of them side with Horus. So half of the Primarchs and half of the Space Marines in existence side with Horus, the rebel, against the God Emperor of Mankind, the rightful master of mankind. And there's a gigantic galaxy-spanning civil war, billions perish, entire worlds are destroyed, and the universe is forever altered at the end.
Yeah.
And that was 10,000 years ago as of when this game takes place.
But essentially, after that, mankind does kind of become stagnant, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely. So the Emperor becomes so mortally wounded that he has to enter a kind of life support machine called the Golden Throne.
Yeah, it's never been clear whether he's actually just... Because there's the whole... Right. I don't know what the current stance is on this. Whether it's supposed to be like that the Emperor is dead and that thing's like just about keeping him alive, or that he is actually, he's withdrawn into the warp to fight bullshit there.
The Emperor protects Doctor, but it is kept deliberately ambiguous, so that like we're never quite sure, is the Emperor dead and like the entirety of mankind is basically worshipping a false god, Or is it that like he's just alive enough, entombed within the Golden Throne, that he's still able to direct mankind's activities so far? It's kept deliberately
and
ambiguous,
it's also,
and it's one of the really nice things about 40k.
And it's the whole, you know, if there was one thing the Emperor was big on, it was, please don't worship me as a god. And boy, did that go out the window pretty fast.
That backfired wildly.
Jesus, they're really pushing us on both sides here.
I think your dudes who were up front, your foremost squad of Marines may be dead.
They're actually doing all right.
I'd pull them back
Not
quickly.
these ones.
There's only 2 of them left.
No, they're actually all right. They were just clearing out some nonsense. So
There has been a lot of casualties.
yeah, fuck me. This is just a real.
Oh, you haven't yet purchased the upgrade that lets you have more. Oh, we've got hammerhead gunships. Again, this is definitely not a basic infantry unit.
What were you gonna say? I haven't purchased what?
The upgrade that lets you have more heavy weapons. I would do that.
On what? On the
Armory. On the armory.
I think I'm pretty sure I have.
Oh, okay. Oh, so I think it was capped at 2 because you only had 2 Marines left. That's depressing. Get more dreadnoughts. More dreadnoughts. More of everything.
I'm trying. I'm replacing them about as fast as they can go. It's just
Send everyone. Who should I send? Everyone.
I think it's much. Yeah, it's the fact that we're on like the back foot here, kind of. Squad broken. Don't break my squad, you fuck. Less of that. They've killed one of my predators, the bastards. Let's do something about that.
Send in the other
make
predator.
a new predator.
Brother, get the flamer. The heavy flamer.
Moving out.
Oh, didn't last long.
It's okay. Your predator should, in theory, tear that hammerhead.
You would hope so, wouldn't you?
If he can bring his guns to bear. In the tabletop game, the predator is arguably a more robust, if not more effective.
Well, this is the whole thing with the tower generally, as you say, they are a bit just glass cannony, yeah.
Get some heavy bolters in
They're
them.
not fully heavy bolted, yeah. And these are my librarian unit. Right, I'm going to start pushing this way, because this seems to be where they're coming from more at the moment. I don't know. Got some heavy
I think
bolters here. So.
if you set up a nice gun line and then concentrate on expanding that way, we'll see how that goes.
When you say that way, which way is that?
To the right.
Yeah. But they're pushing me from the top as well. I don't know where they're coming from.
They might have 2 bases. That might be... When the game told us they have a single
That
large
was
base,
also
that might
heresy,
have been
it turns
a
out.
lie. we're acting based on false information. The reports from the front were wrong. I change your predator to the blue stance as well. So I put everything in the blue stance so it doesn't outrun its fire support.
Yeah, that's probably fair. Oh, I may have accidentally put a flamer on them. Oh well. Why are you here? Get the fuck back.
Because they're in the yellow stance, they'll pursue.
The fact that that's not default is irritating. Not enough requisition. That's a new one.
That's not good.
That is absolutely not good. I don't have enough requisition to make them more requisition upgrade. That's also problematic.
I think we have to
fucking bollocks. Where's my librarian gone?
I think he's
He's
dead.
dead!
Apparently.
Oh, no he's not. He's here. He's just standing around. Yeah, he is. He's in that group. Look, there he is.
That's
a
not.
sergeant.
That's Davian Thule. That's the commander.
Bastard. This is rough. Get off my
Yeah,
predator!
he's like,
oh, fucking.
That's the end. That's the end of the
ass.
predator. This is suddenly not looking great.
Oh.
Cancel the requisition upgrade.
Yep.
Cancel the requisition upgrade, and then just get it to build the servitor, the servo skull.
Oh no. Oh no. Bad. Well, this is the thing. They're really bollocksing up my ability to, like, push forwards. But I'm not sure how easily they can push forwards, to be honest, especially if I upgrade that a little bit.
Your Marines are quite a bit more robust than like their fire
Yeah,
warriors.
I think it's
it'd be difficult
just
for them to push
because
infantry
we're
up.
being pushed on 2 sides here. Okay, it's not just, but that's a big part of it. Right, let's get over
I
here.
reckon you pick a side, entrench on that side, and then try and explore the other side with your heavy armor to see if you can push them back. So like have a gun line of Marines that hold one side of the canyon, and then on the opposite side of the
There
canyon.
goes that Sky Ray. Yeah, at last.
So I'd move some of those squads of Marines back over to give, because like the left flank is crumbling.
I got a lot of
Left flank is
crumbling flanks here, yeah. If I could not have a crumbling flank once, that would be great. Where's my servitors at?
Build some more.
Yes, I quite agree.
It's a tenet of the Imperium of Mankind that you can always build more servitors.
Yeah. Oh shit, we lost the bloody turret on there as well.
Well, I'd pull that. So all these dudes, get them in a gun line in front of.
I'm trying, but they're dying hard.
I'm weeping for so many like brave like servants of the Imperium just dying left and right.
I'm losing requisition because I'm losing my damn listening posts. Oh my god, this is bad. Right.
It's okay, we can counterattack, we can come back from this.
It's so hard to see where shit is because there's so many bodies.
Damn, those persistent corpses. Right, get all your Marines and line them up where the listening post was.
But then they come from the other fucking side, that's the issue.
Cross bridge when get to, like, this is where they're attacking from at the moment.
They killed another one of our fucking predators, Jesus. It's hard to even keep up with that.
Right, get everything over there first.
I'm trying real hard. Oh, servitor, no! Oh.
If you double click on your Marines, like you auto select all the Marines of the similar type within range.
So I'm using all my requisition just to keep these things fighting fit.
I think we might want to fall. I think we might want to fall back before you lose all your Marines because this isn't going to go well.
I just want to take that fucking broadside out.
I don't think you can. Okay, you have. I'd pull back to there. Wait till they come to capture the command point, and then, like at close range, you should be able to take them.
Oh, you think so, wouldn't you? Game's struggling. No! They're doing some nonsense again. We've got a dreadnought still, apparently.
Oh, Hellfire Dreadnought. Okay, he can. They shouldn't be able to do too much against him. Fire Warriors aren't wonderful at fighting vehicles. Ah, they've got their commander back as well.
Jesus, their range is just so mad.
Right, I think build some more servo skulls to extend the range of our own heavy bolters. That Predator can hold the fort for now.
Now you say that. I've barely got the fucking requisition. I need to make this escalate engagements thing. Oh, well, listen.
You've got a bunch of power though, so let's build vehicles because they take more power than requisition.
But I've not got enough requisition by half for a fucking Predator. That's the issue. We need to basically get away with making more requisition because they've driven us back, so we just haven't got enough. Yeah, requisition to reasonably defend.
Where's Thule? Where's he at?
Yeah, standing around apparently. Okay, he's probably gonna. Yep, there he goes.
Okay, so he's not looking
doing
great.
No, that's one way of putting it.
This was a 1-level difficulty. How is this happening?
Presumably because it had Okai there. Hell. Oh no.
Pull them back to the next command point so you get fire support.
Yeah. Oh, we're having a shocker here.
Oh, it's not looking great. It's okay, I've come back from worse than this. We might still be able to win.
Well, maybe you have. I haven't come back from worse than this so far. Like, this has got to be a narrow, like, Thermopylae where we can hold them.
Exactly.
Especially when this Predator comes through.
Oh my god, I can't believe how quickly our Marines are dying.
Yeah, it's mad. It is mad.
Oh no, this is crazy.
I've just not got the requisition to rebuild them.
I think this could be it.
Yeah, this could be it. So what happens if we lose? Is that just...
I don't know. Well, I think we just failed to capture this territory. This isn't so
True,
bad.
yeah, this is an
Oh my
attack,
god, you got a Predator. Send the Predator. Don't upgrade his las cannons, just send him in.
Sending him in and making him my friend.
Before he has las cannons, he has autocannons, which are better against infantry, so hopefully this will help us. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Right, let's get a servitor in to actually fix this turret up. Because also we need this turret to actually, provide us with requisition at this stage.
Get some more Marines in there. Yeah, there we go.
As many as I can.
Alright. Predator's making some progress. Look at him go. Again, put him to the blue stance before he outruns all that fire support.
Oh, that's just a regular Tower Commander. That's not actually the named one.
Oh, because we killed him earlier.
Yeah, I guess you
look, there's the heavy bolters kicking in, so...
Oh, nope, there they go. Yep, nope, yeah, he's having 7 shades of shit kicked out of him. Oh my god, no!
Live!
Brother!
Live! The Emperor honors your sacrifice, brother! And they've got a whole other layer of dudes back there. Oh, they've got another Predator, though. This is fine.
Yeah, I can basically make Predators almost as fast as we're losing them. Oh, I'm about to lose this listening post.
Was that an Ethereal? See if we can kill the fuck out of that Ethereal.
There's an Ethereal. Where?
Like right next to the Predator. Look at him. Look at that little.
Oh,
look
shit.
at him. This little staff. Little pacifist bastard. Kill him. Oh, they've crippled the Predator. They've nuked it.
Oh, I'm fucked.
They've nuked everything.
So fucked. Small strike force, my fucking arsehole. This is bullshit.
This is bullshit, exactly. They had a hammerhead. They had tanks. I think we split our forces at a critical time, didn't we? We moved some dudes to the right when we should have just...
That whole bit was just... I mean, look at it. That's a fucking killing field.
I don't think we can pull this back anymore.
Absolutely not.
Okay, I think we forfeit our quay.
Yeah.
This isn't terminal to the to progress though, so this just means we don't capture this territory, which is not the end of the world.
Yeah. At least we reinforced last time.
Yeah, I think you can quit and you lose the battle.
Ah, we're about to lose it anyway. Might as well see it, you know.
Okay. Okay.
Watch ourselves die.
I think it will.
Parting shot in on the Ethereal.
We'll montage this, or
Jesus.
we could have won this. This was like I think we just split our forces at the wrong moment.
Yeah, and just I ain't good enough at dealing. I wasn't on it enough about dealing with infiltrated stuff. I think we basically need to make sure almost every Marine unit has either a skull or a thing attached.
I think like
librarian.
if we did. I think we could definitely retake this territory. All we got to do is like add several skulls to every squad.
By retake, you mean to actually take it the first instance?
Oh,
or
yeah,
maybe
so
it'd be easy to take when the Tower Commander fucks off.
I think that would be true, but he'll attack somewhere else. I think what we do is we add several skulls to every squad of Marines we build.
Yeah.
And that should give them the range to keep up with our Tau friends, and also it'll reveal their infiltrators.
Yeah.
They're taking their sweet time about it.
I know. That's much worse because they've got like one fucking stealth suit squad trying to take out my base one bit at a time. Good lord, look at this shit.
You can't just delete your own HQ.
Yeah, but no.
Oh, he won't fall on his sword.
Fine.
It's like knocking over your king in chess. You just can't do it. Well, viewership, I don't know how much of that you saw, but like we lost that. We split our forces at like a
Yeah, we did.
well a bad moment, but hey.
Yeah.